What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll be reviewing two albums today. I know, crazy, right? And those albums will be Radiated Bloom by Astronoid and Virtual Reality by Dreamwake. Both of these albums came out in 2022, and only just now I'm starting to talk about them. Why? Well, I just think that they're great albums and they should be listened to. So the first album I'll be talking about is Astronoid's Radiated Bloom. And with the band Astronoid, I found out about them a couple years ago when they first released their self-titled album. And just, throughout after that, I've been listening to pretty much all of their stuff. I have all three of their albums now. I listened to some of the EP stuff, but it's not that great, to be honest. Well, one song in particular is good, but the rest are just, okay. But I think that their full-length albums are pretty damn good. And now we have Radiated Bloom. This band is I would call them an atmospheric black metal shoegaze band. And with this album, it really implies that. I mean, I just love the whole atmospheric sound with the blast beats and stuff like that. The vocals are quite calm, relaxing, very, very nice to hear. In terms of the songs that I'm into, my favourite songs are Eyes, Sedative, and Orchard. Such great tracks with some great moments in there. And just overall, from the first track to the 7th track, I think all of them are pretty damn good. My least favourite tracks, though, are unfortunately the last two. I think they go on a little bit too long. They don't have the same punch or energy as like the past couple songs. Yeah, I just wish that they should have, ended on a, on a high note. And yeah, that's probably the one complaint what I don't really particularly enjoy. But overall, this is a great record. And in general, Astronoid is a great band itself. I strongly recommend checking out the band, and I strongly recommend checking out this album. So, overall, I'll give this album an 8 out of 10. So now we move on to Dreamwake's Virtual Reality. And this is a band where I recently found out about through a YouTube ad. They were promoting one of their songs from the album called Paradise. And I was so intrigued by it. I was like trying to find this band, or what they're called and stuff like that, because for some reason the YouTube ads don't tell them who's uploading this and whatever. So I finally checked them out. So I checked out this album, and wow, this is a really great band in terms of virtual reality. What this band is a metalcore / progressive metal band. Virtual Reality is actually the first album they put out. They're a relatively new band. They did put out an EP, but it's not really up to par with their first album. I think their first album was like really good. A huge improvement. And the whole progressive style with the metalcore chorus works extremely well. I'm not really big on metalcore. Reason being is because it's kind of like the safe way to produce metal music nowadays. But that's just my opinion. And also, besides the whole 80s synths going on in some of the songs, we have like a saxophone playing. It's something that I'm familiar with. I have heard it in other songs from different bands, but in this it just adds to the the whole atmosphere, what with the guitars playing and stuff like that. And you hear that a whole bunch throughout the album, and including a 1-minute song where it's just like a saxophone solo, and it's really fucking good. I mean, everything else, from the vocals to the guitars, drums, you name it, all sound really good. My favourite songs off the album, I would say that one song from this album that stands out the most to me is the song that they promote on the ad, which I found out about them, and it is Paradise. This is probably the best of both worlds, and it's a pure depiction of what this band can achieve. And the songs I don't like, I would say track 4 and 5, they kind of lose me a little bit. My attention span is all over the place, and when you're not gripping me enough, I can just like, go somewhere else. You know what I mean. But besides those 2 tracks, the rest are pretty damn awesome. You got an awesome intro and you got an awesome closer, and that's pretty damn awesome. Overall, great album, great band. I'm hoping in the near future when they make a second album that they continue on the trend. And in terms of a rating for virtual reality, I would also give it an 8 out of 10. So guys, that's about it. If you have checked out the bands I just mentioned and you checked out the albums as well, what do you guys think about them? And if you're not, go check them out. I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can listen to them. They're really, really good in my opinion. And that's really about it, guys, and I will see you on the next video.